welcome to the Webcast for Sunday, November 2nd. I'm South Ops meteorologist Jonathan O'Brien. We have a slightly deeper marine layer over Southern California and also a few mid and high clouds moving into the Central Coast region this morning, though most areas are starting off with sunny skies once again. We'll see those marine layer clouds gradually burn back through the morning with mostly sunny skies again today. Taking a look at the water vapor satellite, we can see the reason behind that slightly increased marine influence as well as those additional mid-level clouds. It's a sneaky cutoff low that's working its way in from the Pacific. This feature really wasn't forecast to be there, and as we often say, cutoff lows are among the most difficult weather features to forecast. Nonetheless, while its appearance this weekend has been a bit of a surprise, it's still not going to have much effect on our weather. High pressure remains the dominant weather feature over the west, and this weak cutoff low is coming in with very little moisture, only enough to produce that little patch of clouds across the Central Coast region. And so overall, today is still going to be a very similar weather day to yesterday, with temperatures remaining above average. Most areas will lose at least a degree or two over yesterday, but valley highs will remain mainly in the upper 70s and 80s, and minimum humidity will remain mainly in the 15 to 30% range again today, but with some single digits and lower teens in the deserts and desert slopes. And as has been the case in recent days, winds will once again remain very light today. We've seen that take a little bit of a toll on air quality with very stagnant conditions present across the region due to the several days of very light winds. While it will start to weaken and nudge eastward, high pressure is going to remain in place through Tuesday, and that's going to keep the mild and dry weather going. By Wednesday, a Pacific trough will pass north of the region, which will temporarily signal the end of the high pressure's dominance, but that's a fast-moving weather system, and high pressure will build right back in behind it to end the week. We're still looking at some precipitation chances in the midweek period. However, if anything, that trough we've been tracking has trended even further north, and that's going to really limit the extent of rainfall across our region. Areas of rain and very high elevation snow will likely overspread Central California early on Wednesday, mainly from a Monterey-Fresno County line northward. The wet weather will likely continue over those areas through Wednesday night. Amounts over our region continue to look light overall, mainly a quarter of an inch or less. The Central Sierra region could see half an inch to an inch of rainfall, though some models show less than that, and I do think that the River Forecast Center projection here is a little on the aggressive side. Rain amounts should be no greater than and probably less than what you see here. And dry weather continues to look certain across Southern California, though a much deeper marine layer may bring some patchy drizzle Wednesday or Thursday mornings. We will see a pretty substantial cool down for the midweek period, with a few degrees of cooling starting on Tuesday and several more on Wednesday. Here's a look at the forecast highs by Wednesday, and they will stay about the same into Thursday. We'll see humidity increase as well. And that weather system will also bring a notable increase in onshore flow. Southwest to west winds of 20 to 30 miles per hour with gusts to 50 miles per hour will surface across the mountain ridges and through the desert passes from late Tuesday night through Thursday morning. By late in the week, there is good confidence of a return to the prevailing pattern of high pressure that we've been in for the past couple of weeks. As that midweek system departs, we'll likely see a steady warming and drying trend next Friday and Saturday, especially over Southern California. That will likely be accompanied by some breezy northerly flow as well, but the antecedent higher humidity along with the green up that we have should prevent any fire weather concerns during the late week period. In the longer range, many of the models are now showing potential for more widespread and substantial precipitation by the time we get to about mid-month, but that's still quite a ways out and definitely subject to change at this stage. Dead fuel moistures will continue to drop through Monday or Tuesday, then will increase midweek as that system moves through with rain chances and higher humidity. And again, the ongoing green up and increased live fuel moistures continues to greatly limit fire potential overall, though the extent of these effects will continue to vary by location, elevation, and aspect until additional widespread rains occur. With the lack of wind, ongoing green up, and impending midweek cooling trend, large fire potential will remain very low across the region this week. Some light initial attack is likely, especially the next couple of days over Southern California given the continued warm and dry weather, but spread potential should be very limited. That's it for today's webcast. Thanks for joining us. The next one will be on Monday, November 3rd.